What I'm going to talk about before I get into my topic here, what I want to do is talk about a book that I saw at my library. I think it must have been 3 months ago now, probably about 3 months ago. And if you've never been on any of my broadcasts here, my name is Nick Nyber. You can find me on my bio on Periscope. You can actually find my Facebook link, so you can go to that. You can see all my different videos. And what I do is every day I cover like one topic about finances, whether it's a question, whether it's something I've learned. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you on. Welcome all the replay viewers as well. So about 3 weeks ago, I was over at the library, county library here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I came across a book, and it's very, very relevant. Hey, we got Helen on from New Zealand. I think I got that. I was gonna say the other country. So I came across a book and I could not believe it. And I sent the copy of the book to one of my friends out of state, and he thought it was a joke. Hi Nick, don't say that. New Zealand, correct? Yes? I hope that's right. So, man, that's just awesome. I love technology. I'm over here in Wisconsin, here in the United States. We just got someone plugging in. So go ahead and type in if you're calling in from a different country or a different state. Let me know where you're calling from. So I just have a blast just sharing this information. And I was just going through some of my photos. I had to take a picture. I didn't buy the book because I'm like, that's got to be a joke. So I came across this book, and I think there was like financial literacy going on that week or that month or something. So there was a speaker that was coming in, and it was an Amazon bestseller, right? So wow, so she's an author. I'm not sure what it takes to become a bestseller, an Amazon bestseller. I'm not sure, but I mean, not many people write books. So the title of the book is Learn to Love Your Debt. I can't even say that with a straight face. So learn to love your debt. Learn to love your life and debt. A fresh approach to achieving financial wellness. But the top says, learn to love your debt. All right, and I'm just gonna read. I'm actually gonna do a Facebook Live on this too, because I've never done a Facebook Live. I'm gonna do one today. I've been meaning to. I don't have two phones right now, so I'm probably gonna do one right after this. I don't know yet. So this is on the back of the book. I gotta read this to you. I got to. All right, so it says, Life and Debt is not your typical get debt-free book. It's about learning to love and embrace your debt in today's world. It is practically impossible to be debt-free. Life and Debt is not about teaching life without debt or to be free of debt, but learning to live with debt and embrace it to the extent that you manage it and take on debt that makes sense for your life. Okay. I don't know if anyone's laughing right now, but this is unreal. The key lesson from this book is that learning to love your debt is one of the first steps to being able to properly manage it. For anyone who wants to live their life with debt happily, college students, graduates, parents, grandparents, those on fixed incomes, business owners, heads of households, the concepts of living with debt can fit into any lifestyle on different levels, from basic income to complicated budgets. These lessons are also suitable for people going through life transitions, marriage, divorce, widowed, retirement, as well as most of the middle class who are struggling to keep up with the Joneses. All right, that's okay. So the title of the book is Learn to Love Your Life with Debt. Okay, I believe yesterday or the day before, or probably every single Periscope I've done, is I've said probably a good idea to get rid of debt. Warren Buffett, everyone should probably know who Warren Buffett is. He's from the United States. He's one of the most well-known investor of money. He's right up there with Bill Gates. All right, and he was interviewed at this college, and somebody asked him, hey, what are the first two things that you should do if you want to be successful with your finances? And he said there's two things. One is to get rid of debt, stay out of debt, get out of debt and stay out of debt as fast as humanly possible. That was his first step. And the second step was to invest in yourself, because this is the best thing that you can invest in, investment in knowledge, because that's all that's That's the difference between someone that's super successful and someone that's not successful, is the thinking that we put in there. So nobody has to agree with me on this. I'm just going to say it. Warren Buffett probably knows a little bit about money. I would say. I mean, the guy's uber wealthy, super wealthy. One of the wealthiest individuals in the world. And the first thing that he says, if you want to be successful coming out of college, the first thing to do is to get rid of debt. And then I see this book, Learn to Love Your Life with Debt. Okay, so that just tells me right there that if you see information online, if you see a little bit, right? Man, this is crazy. I sent this to my friend out of state as soon as I saw the book, and I talked to him like the next couple days, and he said, I thought that was a joke. Like, he literally thought it was a joke. No, like, people have bought this book and they've learned how to love their life without debt. So I'm gonna do something fun here real quick. I was trying to think of an analogy here, because our society says, hey, it's okay to get in debt. You know, everyone does it. Just live with it. And this book says it's okay. Just have it and never pay it off. Just make your minimums. Pretty much what I'm reading here. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be. I'm okay with being wrong. It's not the first time. So I was thinking of an analogy, something that everyone would agree with me, and just put in that activity, and then just put it in here. So I guess you could say, we'll use fitness, a bad diet. How about we do this, a bad diet? Instead of debt, I'm gonna say having a bad diet, eating unhealthy. Okay, so life and eating unhealthy is not your typical getting unhealthy book. It's about learning to love and embrace your unhealthy lifestyle, your unhealthy diet, because in today's world, it's practically impossible to be healthy. Life and unhealthiness is not about teaching life with health, or to be without any kind of healthy food, but to learning to live an unhealthy lifestyle and embrace it to the extent that you manage it and take on that unhealthy lifestyle that makes sense for your life. It's pretty much saying, if you're unhealthy, just go ahead, just accept your lifestyle. You're just going to be unhealthy. It's okay to be unhealthy. Everyone's unhealthy. Everyone's doing it, so you should do it. Like, that's what I see when I see this. I don't know. This is just, the more I talk about it, actually the more the more it's funny to me that this person wrote this down, and people actually spent money on the book. It's amazing. So if you're just getting on here, I see a couple people just jumped on. What I'm talking about is this book called the title of the book is Learn to Love Your Debt. That's the title of the book. Learn to love your debt. Don't pay it off. Pay the minimums. Everyone's got debt. No need to pay it off because everyone's got debt. Just accept your situation. Life is not going to get any better. I'm getting some hearts there. I don't know if they're from Helen, but this is so funny. This is so funny. Please don't buy this book. This might be the most valuable Periscope you'll ever see. Usually you see Periscopes and internet videos and commercials, and they say, buy this book, spend money. I'm telling you right now, don't buy the book. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your money. Actually take that money and use it to pay off debt. So anyways, that's what I'm sharing today. The book is called Learn to Love Your Debt. My call to action today is don't buy it. If you want, you can Google it, feel free to, and then you can read the back and laugh too, just like I did, because it's hilarious. If I grew up and my parents said, you know what, Nick, when you get out of high school and college, you're going to have some debt. Don't worry about it. Don't even pay it off. Nobody pays off their debt. What kind of message would that have been to me? Not a very good one, right? So I don't, maybe there is some value in this book. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it, pay it forward, right? But I'm just thinking, the whole sum and substance of the back of what it talks about is accept your situation Everyone has debt. It's okay. And be happy. That's what it says. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Not amazing good either. Like amazing, like, wow, that's amazing. Anyways, my name is Nick Nyber. I don't know how many copies have been sold. I have no clue, JB. I don't know. But apparently somebody had brought this person in to talk about this topic. Right where I live. Right in the same city. It's crazy. I could have given the talk the opposite talk. I don't need to sell 1 million books. People just need to hear common sense. That's what they need to hear. So, and hopefully I'm not being too harsh. That's not my goal. My goal is to provide, some common sense, and hopefully I'm providing some common sense today. So yeah, again, my name is Nick Nyber. If you're just popping on for the first time, thanks for the hearts. Thanks for watching. Maybe she works for the people who are making money off everyone's debt, i.e. banks and finance companies. You know what's funny is she's actually she's actually an attorney, like a debt-related attorney. So someone's making money on it, right? Someone's making money on it. So how do you sell? How do you sell a product? Sometimes you sell it with some sizzle, and sometimes you share it with some shock value. And I can tell you, this got my attention. I'm talking about, she's probably happy about it. But my goal is to share the word, spread the word, don't buy the book, pay off your debt, come up with a plan, pay it off as fast as you possibly can, make more money, save more money, put more money away, create a nest egg, so if something bad happens in your life, it's not an emergency because you have an emergency savings, right? I'm not an investor. I'm not selling you some kind of securities. I'm saying if you don't have 6 to 12 months saved up in your savings account right now, that's a good goal. And if you don't have that and you got a ton of debt, pay off the debt first and then start sticking money away, because you got to be able to weather the storm. You never know when something might happen. You never know. Now, if I was in debt and I lose my job, but I was told to keep my debt, what kind of situation am I in now? Not a very good one, right? Because I still got monthly bills that are due, but I don't have an income. What if I learn how to pay off the debt, create an income? I lost my job. I don't have any debt to pay. I just have my everyday living expenses. That's a much better situation than if I lost my job and I have all this debt, right? I don't know. Like, that's just common sense to me. Throw me some hearts if you agree. That's just common sense. Pay off your debt. Make money. You want to provide value. You want to make money, right? And if you want to stick more money away and you're just living paycheck to paycheck, there's 2 things you can do. Spend less than you make more than you earn, and if you want to create a better lifestyle, find a way to make extra money, right? For me, I have a full-time job, but I also own my own business as well. So I have two sources of income, because if something were to happen one way or the other, I still got income coming in, right? So it's always a good idea to have multiple flows of income. It's always a good idea. And that'll help you pay off debt faster, and it'll also create a little bit of a cushion that if something were to happen, because nobody loses their job on purpose, it just happens. It just happens, right? So prepare for emergencies, and when an emergency comes, it could possibly not be an emergency because you're already prepared. So hopefully this helped. If you want, go ahead and share this with others. If not, that's fine too. I'm gonna do a Facebook Live today, so if you like me on Facebook Live, you're probably gonna get the same kind of message, and maybe we'll have even more fun with it because it's so funny. So anyways, hope you have a great day. Thanks for plugging in. Again, my name is Nick Nyber. You can find me on Facebook.